two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway.
That's it. We're going to work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 36.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Echo. 57's mine. Here we go. Under. 57's the mine.
Now Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
57's Mike 57.
Foles. And able to find John Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Here we go.
First and 10.
Here's Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, check Mike 57.
2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
218, chop it.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check. Lucky. Let's go. Great. Hey, start on one.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Stone, hey, stone one. 57's the mic. Hey, exit. Night, night. 57's Mike. Mike 57. In your face.
Looking to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. Now, I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
One. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go.
Now on second and 16. Foles nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Brings up second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Red 80. Switch.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I'm coming. Hey, high 7.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. What's up? 49 the mic, watch 49. I don't even know why this team showed up. Red 80.
From the 50, it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Darnold a sneak, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the run, now Darnold to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. On 1st down, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Darnold from the gun. Completes it to Davis. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, Zoo. 57's Mike. Hayden scored.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield and broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and 12. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second and 12, Foles. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back to throw here. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hey, Alpha. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
It's now 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's go. Hey, Charlie.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And John Brown's got it complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Bills send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Foles. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. To return is McKenzie. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Yeah, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Bell. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
49 the mic, watch 49. Here we go.
Darnold now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Yes. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike. Tight. 53. Mike. Go. 53's the Mike. 53. Check. 53.
Now Foles. And he's going to go down again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
You ain't going nowhere. Great.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Foles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
53's Mike.
Bravo.
53's Mike. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Mike.
They'll look to throw. They'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Darnold on 1st down. This one caught by Crowder. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force